Hey YouTube, it's Jimmy Nation here with another video, and this is another main event review. I did my first one last week. This is my second one. This is for the December 18th, 2013 episode. Started out with Santa Claus. Santa Claus came out, was giving out presents. He gave like the bleacher creature right back. I couldn't remember what that thing was. He was talking, I'm pretty sure it was Mick Foley, because, well, I'll talk about that later on, but I couldn't really tell who it was, but Ryback and Curse Axel, or Ryback still came out. Hate these dudes. And not just because they're supposed to be bad guys, I just freaking hate them. What the heck? Just scrolled on its own. What the heck is going on? But they came out to the ring, and they were just messing around with Santa, and then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna take your stuff. And then Miz just was like, hey, you need to calm it down or whatever. And he would have his like little Miz mic, and then he's just talking to them, and he was like singing a Christmas song, and he was like something like he was talking about, he was like going along with Christmas songs, but he was making fun of them. He was like, Ryback the big bald head bully, something, and then he was, for the Curse Axel, something about Curse Axel lost his Intercontinental Championship to Big E Langston, something like that. It was funny. And then they were set up, it was going to be Miz versus Curse Axel on the last match. The first match started out was Xavier Woods and R-Truth versus Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre. Not the biggest fan of anybody in this match, but good to see some Xavier Woods. Not the biggest fan, but he's growing on me. I was a fan of him in TNA with the Consequences Creed. Happy to see him on the main roster, at least getting some match time. But sadly, no Justin Gabriel or Usos this week either. They had an okay match, and Xavier Woods and R-Truth ended up winning the match. Good match. Not the best, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, or 3 out of 5. And the next match was AJ. Good to see her on the main event instead of like Oksana versus Alicia Fox and Caitlyn, two of the best divas in WWE today. Fight it out like once more. They haven't really fought in a while. Mostly it's been Diva versus Total Diva, but this time it was AJ versus Caitlyn, and it was good, but not as good as their original matches from like Money in the Bank and Payback. But good match. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. Next was Miz versus Curse Axel. He like handed him like a action figure or whatever. That one, he looks like he's not even doing anything or fighting. He still looks funny in that one. Good match. Good to see some Miz. Miz is one of my current favorites. Not a big fan of Curse Axel at all, but at the end, Ryback tried to interfere in the match. Santa pulled down Ryback. Miz kicked him. Santa pulled out a stocking and did the mandible claw. So that I have a feeling that the Santa was Mick Foley, but that doesn't really look like Mick Foley in the face to me. But Santa, Mick Foley's played Santa before on Tribute to the Troops, not a couple years ago, a long time ago. But after that, Curse Axel distracted, seeing Ryback get a mandible claw, and Miz hit him with a skull-crushing finale. And Miz and Santa are celebrating Miz's win. Okay match, not the best. Still, and just like normally, recaps from Raw. But good stuff this week. Still no Justin Gabriel or Usos. I've been waiting for Justin Gabriel and Usos. Can't really remember what was on last week's episode too much, but good stuff. I like to watch main event every week. It's not a long show, and good entertaining stuff. And this week, out of 10, I'll give it well, last match I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Then overall I'm gonna give it 6.75 or 6.5, but out of 10. And yeah, check back next week for the Christmas episode of Main Event. Don't know if I'll be doing it right on Christmas. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's my review of WWE Main Event December 18, 2013. That's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe.